and the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
Brings up second.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 13 carries, 72 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And the Bears
now back to throw. He's got it complete to Thompson. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
To number 88. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That catch good for only a couple. So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
21-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 6 yards away. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
First down, Young. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now a throw to the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Young now from the 50. And his throw here is incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards to go.
Young working out of the gun. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
They'll run on first down. Sutton. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and
now a give right side. It's Sutton. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 26. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Bears.
On first down, Long. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's taken down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Got his man, and it's caught. for a Chicago touchdown.
Chicago.
A 9-yard touchdown grab as the Bears push further out in front.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there.
Carried by number 30.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Young, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Now the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So not only the cough over, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession.
And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 33-yard line.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
Just a gain of a yard there, now it'll be 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 1.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. 21-0 our score after 1.
Falcons 0.
They'll run on 1st down. Booth. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings
3rd down, Young from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
At their own 16.
The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
On second down, it's Sutton. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
The pass.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter.
To 2nd and 10.
A second down throw for Young. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here is Young. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
No gain on
So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
The Falcons send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position.
Defense.
Unbelievable. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards and a Chicago 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
He's tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. And
out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 17 yards out, and the Bears will add on to their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On second down now. Boom. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they block well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Right back to him on first down. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
And again this time to the tailback. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Sutton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Fields.
To number 13.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Young looks to throw on 1st down. That's into the hands of Edwards. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Young is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And we'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
And his kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25.
Bears 28. Falcons 3.
So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On first down. Booth. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, it's Young. This hit into the hands of Metcalf.
Young's pass complete to number 80. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down. Booth. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Young. He'll find Metcalf. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Young off the play fake. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Bears.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
It's 3rd down. And 5.
He'll look to throw.
Good go.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
First down, Chicago.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll run on first down. It's Sutton.
The running back again.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Number 44.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They get
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Derek Brown in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up
throwing on 2nd down. Young. Pass incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Receiving team.
What's up, man?
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Atlanta, Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. On the right side here, and that's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Another carry for the running
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
36-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fields. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Young, left side here, taken in by Metcalf. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 48.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Brings up second and 10.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Young. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. And a good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first and 10, Young. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Young's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
At the 20.
Again, it's Young. Throw left side complete. It's Edwards. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
3. It's third and 1.
On third down. Booth. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Falcons are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it second and goal.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Young working out of the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
The kicker on for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 28-10.
Falcons 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case, yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. They'll try the left side. It's Sutton. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Second and 11. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Fields. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
On first down, Sutton. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Again, the ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sutton. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Bears on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with the 1st and 10. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Run it well, and it's picked. And they've got it just 2 yards away from the end zone. They'll have it 1st and goal here from the 2-yard line. And that pick just sets them up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2nd and 10.
You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Brought down.
Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chicago offense set to get started. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. Means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they even change game planning a little bit in order to make things better for him.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Young. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now a 1st down throw for Young. And it will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Young. And defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Bears, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit